Morning.
All excited to get this energy up and going, right? Because we need it. Don't you think we need it?
Yeah.
Everybody else needs some energy happening, some movement going. Perfect time of year. Why? This is such wisdom. It's here for us. It's absolutely available as long as we stay tuned in. This celebration at this time of year, so we're looking at the time of year where we live, because it's really important also to connect with that, because we're connected to the ground, we're connected to the environment, and what's happening for all of us. So what's happening for all of us at this time of year is that we are now at the time, this is between winter and spring. So this is right in the middle between them. And if you think of that our indigenous cultures were saying at this time, what should we do? The sun is coming back, right? The days are getting a little longer, slowly, but it's still cold. And the ground is still hard. And what should we do? And the wisdom says that why don't you just open up and explore, be creative, take this time to build things, to make things, to do the pottery, to inspire each other, sing a song. You do something during this time that really brings out something in you as we help to bring out the seeds that are in that hard ground. To remind us that we get caught up in this hard place of ourselves, our hard place of our lives, of the way things are, the way things always have been, or the way things should be, or struggling through, or whatever means that we think of being stuck in, to find a creative way to move out of that, because as we're reminded in our words of wisdom with Deepak Chopra there, that there is pure potentiality out there. That even in the midst of the hardness and the cold and all that, everybody, let's get to Florida, let's go down to the Bahamas, let's run away from this. The challenge is that don't run away, run into it. We turn to the direction of the north, the earth, powers of the earth. And we say, for inner strength, wisdom, knowing, and protection. That hardness, that groundedness, we're reminded how strong that Mother Earth is. Yeah? How solid the ground of being that we stand on. And that we are a part of what we are made of. I say we're all made of stardust, but we're also made of the ground of the earth, Mother Earth, that is here for us. So in using that analogy and digging into your own consciousness and challenging yourself to do something a little different at this time. Once I told the story of being excited about creativity, being excited. Connie loves this story and hates it at the same time. I went to Catholic school in the Bronx, and you never got out of your little desk. Art, it was time for art, the little cart came around, the nun, and they wore habits at that time. And they were there, and they came around, and you had to sit there, and she put a piece of paper, and she gave me pastels. You could smush them, the color changed. It was so amazing. And I did this giraffe. I was so excited about this giraffe that I made. And she comes down the aisle, and she looks at that, she goes, "Who did that?" I said, "I did." "That's too good, you couldn't have done that." And I got in trouble. Because somehow I lied, somehow it wasn't my creation, and I was in trouble. Do you think I ever painted, did another piece of art for a long time? No, I got over it, but I'm saying, we know but we do that, right? Many of us. Have you sang a song and someone said, "Oh, you're awful"? Yes. Please don't sing.
Don't quit your day job.
Yeah, don't quit your day job. What other things? What things were you told about creativity? My mom, she's always, crocheting and knitting and doing all those wonderful things. And everyone, "Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that." And she sits them down. "Yes, you can." And she'll show you. And And that's what we need to this time of year, is to say more of that, yes, I can. Because this is our gift to the divine. It is that part of us that connects to that pure potentiality that is out there. And it's something that we are called to do, to tap into that place within us. How many were told they can't dance? How many have said they can't dance? What is dance? It's just movement. It's moving, and when you're connected to your joy, when you're connected to the divine, what you do is a prayer. What you do is a blessing. What you do is grace. And what you do sheds that gratitude, shines that light, so everyone can be it. Have you ever been around someone who can't dance, can't sing, but did it anyway in the middle of something, and they were just full of joy, and you just went, wow, look at that. I wish I was that brave. This is the challenge of today. We talk about spiritual tools. What better spiritual tool than to step out of your comfort zone in your creative spirit? I got lots of Lori's but they're gorgeous, right? Little bracelets that she's doing. Different things that were made for us. All these things created, all the different ways. I have a friend of mine that can take metal and make all these crazy kinds of things with metal. And I know in the middle of the summer, I don't want to be around melting metal and stuff. So it's a great, cozy, warm thing to do in this time of year. Creating, exploring, reaching down. So in our spirituality, in our traditions, we're always giving different tools. And chanting is one of those ones. So it's a lot of times you'll find we go to a kirtan, and that's sacred chanting, mostly from a Hindu tradition. And people will be up and they'll be dancing, they'll be moving. It's part of it. And one of the wonderful things is, like today, even with the service, I love having Zach here and welcome Annie's mom, because Carolina will send some prayers to her. Had a minor surgery and she's doing fine, so that's great. But that idea of chants, we hear them differently. We'll have voices of faith for peace, and you might have heard the Gayatri Mantra one way. I know Diva Pramal really awakened me to the Gayatri Mantra, but the Gayatri Pavlar does it differently. Now, they've been doing it a long time before Diva Pramal was doing it. So, and you adjust because that's also a way of letting me release into the chant. I love chanting in different languages because for me, I get out of my head more, and I can make that connection. Because sometimes when it's in your native language, you can just kind of go off. Or even when you get used to the language, the way it was, the chant, like the Sanskrit or whatever, you can start going off too. So when it's done a little differently, it shifts you, right? Again, you're out of your comfort zone. So make that shift. Try it again. But those ancient sounds, those ancient words, they're tapping you into this realm of pure potentiality. So you're actually moving things in your brain and helping you to get out of your body, to feel this energy, to be in this experience. And again, to know that the ancient ones have reminded us, have said to us, step out at this time. You're indoors. It's cold out. Let other people do what they're doing. Try something new. Try something different. Get into that spirit. So let the chants carry you. Hopefully they'll awaken you, and that you can utilize this time as a time to say, where is it inside of me? What you're really saying with that is it is inside of me. And every time we were told in all the traditions that when we say it's inside of me, the angels sing hallelujah. Oh, the universe gets excited. Why? Because now we're connecting. We're in vibration. We're in expansion. We're a part of something. Isn't that better? going on. Let's create together. We're all in this together. Isn't this amazing? Let's grow in this. Let's sing this. Let's say that hallelujah in this. Let's be in that Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Allah, Jehovah, Satanama. All this joyous being, all this joy and connection. It is us being us in our highest self, in our highest being. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And it is yours for the chanting. And so it is.
And so it is.